And welcome everyone to another presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. A quick check now at the starting lineups for both teams. And so off the tip, it's New York. Frazier outside. Pass to Ewing. Backs in. He sinks the 11-footer. Now McGrady. Here is Harden. Drexler outside. Olajuwon can't hit from in close.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Now, here is back to Anthony. Pass to Ewing. Guarded by Harden. 6 on the shot clock. And that one's good.
Picture perfect with the turnaround. There's no stopping that shot.
Drexler with it.
I was able to talk with Jeff Hornacek for a moment.
Lets a floater go off his leg. And it's whistled a kick. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Yao. 5 on the clock. And that one's good. Here's Anthony. Frazier right side. Stolen by Harden. Harden left side. That's good.
Don't take your eyes off of him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on it.
Houston. Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. Harden outside. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. This is his first free throw of the game. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. He's off on the second. Now Ewing. Outside Anthony. Frazier. Pass to Anthony. Back to Frazier. Shot clock at 3. From deep three-point range. And so it's Houston with it. Now Harden. Now McGrady. Drexler outside. Now McGrady. Back to Drexler. Harden with it. The Rockets again can't hit.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
There's the pick. Here's Anthony. Pass to Frazier. Now Anthony. Buries it from three-point range.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's McGrady. Inside, he gets the jumper to fall.
You know, it wouldn't be a bad idea to put an extra body on him, get some help when he barrels his way in close. He's such a good finisher. He needs more than one guy to defend him.
Houston. Back to Frazier. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And Patrick Ewing with the slam. The Rockets trail. Drexler outside. And here is McGrady. And here is McGrady. Back to Drexler. McGrady with the ball. Just 5 to shoot. Here comes Carmelo Anthony. Frazier outside. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Frazier outside. There's a good screen. The finger roll finish at the bucket.
He had his choice of finishing moves there, and you just got to love the fact he went old school with the finger roll.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession. And here is McGrady. Takes the three. It's rebounded by DeBusschere.
Boy, they're fortunate. The defense was taking a big chance leaving him that wide open behind the arc.
Pass to Frazier. Houston. Misses off the left iron. Here's Drexler. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Now McGrady. Now Olajuwon. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's McGrady. Bangs home the trifecta. He has 5.
Beautiful feed off the bounce to his teammate there. Nicely done.
Lays up the pick. Here is Frazier. Out to Anthony. Houston. Drops one in from the wing.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
Now a timeout called by Houston. And here's Drexler. Pulls up on the elbow. And they're pushing it up. Frazier outside. Pass to Anthony. Back to Frazier. Shot clock at 6. And the Knicks good for 2. And here are the Rockets. They trail by 3. Here's Harden. No good with the triple. Now here is McGrady. He has 5. Drexler outside. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. Here is Frazier. Back to Ewing. Outside Anthony. Houston. And the 3 ball is good. He has 5.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Here's Drexler. Now here is McGrady. Harden outside. Hits the jumper in space. Here's New York. Houston. There's the pick. Houston. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks. So here's Murphy. Pass to Paul. Here's Maxwell. His 3-pointer's off the mark. Now here's Richardson. Back to Richardson. From outside the arc. And he gets it to go. He's got 11.
And offensively, you'll find him often lurking on those corners. Always a high percentage shot among 3-pointers, and especially for him.
Pass to Maxwell. Shoots a finger. The shot is off. Here's King. Now Richardson. Now Stoudemire. Now here's Richardson. 6 to shoot. The high post shot. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. So here's Murphy. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. And it's rejected. The Knicks with the lead. Pass to Richardson. There's the screen. And here is Stoudemire. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful.
They're really struggling defensively, giving up too many easy buckets.
So here's Murphy. Here's Maxwell. Looking to end the run. There's the bucket. Good. Richardson with it. Pass to Stoudemire. Back to Richardson. Puts it up from 12. And the rebound goes to Murphy. Here's Maxwell. And another three for Houston.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
New York calls timeout. The Knicks making a switch here. Now Richardson. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Starks. Sinks the triple. Rockets trail. Paul outside. Pass to Murphy. Sampson. The jump hook. And Houston again with the bucket.
You know, with that much of a height advantage, that's exactly what you should do. Take it straight to the rim.
And here's Richardson. Pocket 6. And the shot is good.
Everything going according to the script for them offensively so far.
Now here's Paul. Pass to Murphy. And stolen by Richardson. It's rebounded by Houston.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
Here's Paul. Fires for three. And another three for Houston.
He's come out of the gate smoking from three-point range today. Barbecue chicken.
Bart, you know me. I love barbecue chicken.
I'm more of a baked chicken guy myself, but that's fine, whatever.
Clark, where did we get this guy?
Kevin, you love anything. I've not seen anything come in front of you that's food that you haven't devoured.
A free-flowing. All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Knicks? Smith outside. They set the pick. Pass to Maxwell. 6 to shoot. No luck.
Awesome defense. I mean, he'll hit those unless you're right in his grip.
Here's Monroe. Makes it off the glass.
The defender a little hesitant to offer resistance as he bursts to the hoop.
And the Rockets with possession here. 9-point game. Here's Smith. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
Now, here is Starks. Back to Starks. Shoots the three. And again, New York with the triple.
Of all the guys you want to leave open out on the perimeter, he is the absolute last guy on the list. Attention to detail. Know your personnel.
And he gets it to go. And the Knicks with possession here. They've led by as much as 10. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Here's King. Pass to Oakley. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. Paul with the ball. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Here's Maxwell. Back to Paul. Here's Maxwell. Hayes with it. 6 on the shot clock. And there's the whistle. The first free throw is good. And the Knicks making a change here. Hayes hits them both. And here is Monroe. Porzingis. And there's another one for the Knicks.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Smith outside. Pass to Thorpe. Back to Smith. Houston gets it back. Drexler outside. McGrady with the ball. Now Anthony. Back to Monroe. And here is Anthony. Here's Anthony. Now here is Monroe. Pass to Starks. Shot clock at 6. Here's DeBusschere. No luck. And here is McGrady. He has 5. Now here's Drexler. Starks with the steal. Now here is Monroe. The shot is off. Here comes Drexler with the lead pass. Here's McGrady. Slams it home for the putback. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Now here is Monroe. Now here is DeBusschere. Looking for his first basket still in this one.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
Here's McGrady. Hayes with it. Clyde Drexler on the wing. Drexler left side. That 3 off the mark. The Knicks with the lead. Here's Starks. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. He's got 10.
It took him a little while to get into the flow of this game, but now he's definitely found his stride and rhythm.
Timeout called, the Rockets. And the Knicks making a change here. Now McGrady. McGrady with the ball. He's got 5. Another miss by Houston.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way.
Just got a little careless on that pass. They should be able to connect on those.
And so it's New York with it. This is the most they've led by, 13 points. Back to DeBusschere. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Anthony left side. Pass to Monroe. Here is Frazier. Just 5 on the clock. Frazier outside. From 17 feet out. That drops. He's got 8. Here's McGrady. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Monroe. Here's Frazier. Now, here is McGrady. Here's Harden. The 19-footer is on the money. Now, Frazier. 8 points for him. Pass to Anthony. The finger roll finish at the bucket. 5 points in the game.
Their prowess inside has been tremendous, guys. I mean, it's been no contest down on the low block.
Drexler outside. Clock at 6. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
Now here's Frazier. And here's Frazier. Back to Monroe. Outside Anthony. A pass to DeBusschere. Here's Ewing. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. 8 points for him.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
Trying to add a few more points to their lead.
Simply need to just stay the course, Kevin. That's it.
It's been a good course so far.
Yep.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. And here are the Knicks now. A pass to DeBusschere. McGrady with the ball. And he gets it to go. Now here's Frazier. 8 points for him. And here is Monroe. Back to Frazier. Shot clock at 5. Ewing somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. 10 points for him.
You know, there's no fear out of him, guys. I mean, going straight to the hoop against a much bigger defender, he's got a lot of heart.
Back to Harden. Pass to Olajuwon. Knocked away. Stolen by DeBusschere. Now, here is Monroe. Here's Anthony. No good with the layup.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
Pass to Drexler from deep, and he gets the bucket. He's got 9.
And I know he's a fan favorite because he can catch fire immediately at any point in the ball game and just start pouring it in from all over the place.
He's your right side. Knocks it loose. DeBusschere with it. DeBusschere can't get the basket. On offense, here are the Rockets, trailing by 10. A floater, and Harden, and the nice bucket inside.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Pass to Monroe. Anthony drains it from beyond the arc. He's got 8.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They got to get more intense.
McGrady with the ball. A shot by McGrady, no good.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period. Boy, with 2 fouls now, he really has to be disciplined and under control for the rest of this half.
The Knicks making a switch here. Houston offline with his 3.
Boy, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide open opportunities.
Clyde Drexler on the wing. And it's Houston with another. The Knicks with the lead. Here is Frazier. He's got 8. Frazier left side. Out to Anthony. Shot misses. Harden outside. Pass to Drexler. Puts up a 3. And that one's good. He's got 14.
Boy, after having a tough time in the first, he's managed to turn it around nicely this quarter.
Here is Frazier. And here is Anthony. Now, here is DeBusschere. Here's Ewing. It's hauled in by McGrady.
Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
Wasted no time on that one. Outside Anthony. There's a screen. Finds himself wide open and drills it.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
McGrady with the ball. 9 points in the game so far. Here's Olajuwon. And Houston again with the bucket. And the Knicks with possession here. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on. And we welcome you back to the NBA here on 2K Sports. And we're ready to get going once more. The players having a chance to have a short break and get some rest themselves and get refueled and hydrated with some Gatorade. More terrific basketball in store for us tonight. You look at Clyde Drexler, what a contribution so far. Now Olajuwon. 6 on the shot clock. Here's McGrady, and the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
Frazier outside. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. 10 points for him.
Even with the D lurking, he made it look easy with the soft finger roll.
And here's Drexler. And here is McGrady. Plenty of space. It's rebounded by DeBusschere.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Pass to Anthony. Back to DeBusschere. Now here's Anthony. From outside, off the mark. The Rockets trail. They set the screen. And here is McGrady. Knicks with the rebound. Frazier with it. Now here's Frazier. 10 points for him. Five to shoot. Frazier right side. And again, it's New York. Here's Drexler. He's got 14. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. So it's the Rockets now. 6-point game. Pass to Harden. Harden right side. Gives him the lead pass. That's good.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spots. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Frazier outside. Now Anthony. Back to Anthony. For three. No good. It's a close game here in Houston. Harden outside. Back to Olajuwon. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Frazier with it. He's got 12. 6 to shoot. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. 14 points for him. So it's the Rockets now. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half, and that one's good.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
Off the pick, Houston. The kick out to Frazier. Anthony hits it from three-point range. Now McGrady, 13 points in the game. Drexler. And it's blocked. And here's Frazier. 14 points for him. That one goes. Count. He's got 16.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
Harden outside. Harden right side. A feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. Now here's Anthony. 13 points in the game. New York calls timeout. The Knicks making a switch here. Here is Frazier. He's got 16. Back to Oakley. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Excellent work offensively to get that shot attempt into a can't-miss area.
Here's Drexler. Harden outside. Simpson. Back to Harden. Just 5 to shoot. Here's King. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. That's good.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
And so it's Houston with it. They trail by 9 points. Drexler right side. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. 16 points for him.
They have got to put a body on him, because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass.
Frazier outside. King. Down low. Here's Stoudemire. Blocked. Now, here's Harden. Pass to Drexler. Back to Harden. Here's Hayes. Kicks it out to Harden. Takes a three. It's hauled in by Oakley. Now the Knicks with it. Frazier with it. 16 points for him. Stoudemire right side. Frazier outside. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Now Drexler. He's got 16. Pass to Harden. Simpson. Lays it up and banks it in.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
Now here's Frazier. Now here is Oakley. Shoots. And the Knicks good for 2.
Well, I think he shot the ball well, guys, but I don't think he shot it enough. The more shots he gets from here on out, the more they'll stretch out this lead.
Here's Hayes. Here's Harden. A three-pointer off the mark.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Here's King. Inside. Here's Oakley. And again, it's New York. And here's Harden. 11 points in the game. Drexler outside. Simpson. And he gets it to go. He's got 6.
You know, he's got a lot of inches on the defender in that matchup, and he can just shoot right over the top of him without worrying about being bothered.
Here's King. Here's King. Pass to Oakley. Hayes on him. Now, here is Oakley. It's rebounded by Hayes.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Here is Harden. Harden left side. Drexler left side. Harden left side. Lets it go from 14. And he can't bank that one in.
I think he's got to regroup and get himself together here. I mean, something's going wrong with him this quarter. He's really falling off.
Drexler outside. Hayes. Pass to Murphy. Murphy. Frazier with it. 16 points for him. Here's King. Stoudemire with the ball. Puts it up from 12. That's good on the jump shot. He has 6. Here comes James Harden. He's got 11. Poked away. The dive for the ball. And it's out of bounds to the Rockets as Houston retains possession. The Knicks making a switch here. Pass to Maxwell. 6 on the shot clock. Goes up on the block. Oh, that's blocked. Al Richardson. He's got 5. Now here's Stoudemire. Tries again. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
The Rockets making a switch here. So it's the Rockets now. It's a 13-point game. Smith outside. Here's the screen. And it's blocked. Here's Richardson. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That's good from Richardson. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Pass to Maxwell. Hands it from downtown. He's got 15. Here's Richardson. He's got 6. Here's King. John Starks on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Here's King. King, that's good. And here is Paul. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Maxwell. Sampson hits the close-range jumper. Here's Richardson. John Starks on the wing. And there's another one for the Knicks. It could go. Shot is off. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. It's the Knicks. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. Here's King. Here's King. John Starks on the wing. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Paul outside. From 12 feet out. It's blocked. An even 3-on-3 break. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. And the Rockets with possession here. They trail by 16. Pass to Smith. Back to Paul. They set the pick. Clock at 6. Deft touch on the alley-oop. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Sampson. Nice follow through on the fadeaway.
Well, he could have earned some style points there, but he really doesn't need to use the fadeaway when he's that wide open.
So it's the Knicks now. At one point, they led by 16. Richardson with it. John Starks on the wing. A three-pointer, no good. The Rockets really having a tough go here. They've played a great fourth quarter defensive, only winning 3 points. Up high to stuff the alley-oop. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. And here are the Knicks. Now here's Richardson. Back to Stoudemire. Covered by Thorpe. Pass to Richardson. 4 on the shot clock. Count that one.
Well executed possession. They controlled the shot. Nicely done.
Smith with it. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Here's Thorpe. The jump hook. Amari Stoudemire with the rebound.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
And the shot is good. Now Paul. Pass to Thorpe. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Now Richardson. Here's King. Shot clock at 5. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. And a new group in for the Knicks. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. And here's Drexler. Now here is McGrady. Back to Drexler. Here's a nice one-handed slam. Pass to Richardson. The finger roll finish at the bucket. And it's the Rockets with the ball. It's a 14-point game. Paul with the ball. Here's Olajuwon. Covered by Anthony. Charging. Houston. Back to Richardson. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
And the Knicks making a change here. Drexler with it. Olajuwon backing down. From 13. That misses off the backboard.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle, and that's held true in this one so far.
Back to Frazier. Pass to DeBusschere. Now Frazier. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots it. Houston gets to the rim for two with the D all over him.
Boy, this defense is getting eaten up on the inside, guys, giving up far too many free runs to the rim.
Harden outside. And that one's good. McGrady. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
And here are the Rockets now. They trail by 14. Pass to Drexler. Now Olajuwon. Back to Drexler. Harden with it. Now, here's Harden. That is good. Here's Anthony. Knocked loose. And it's out of bounds for the Knicks as New York retains possession. And it's the Knicks with the ball. At one point, they led by 16. Pass to Ewing. The 10-footer finds the target. Here's McGrady. Here's the screen. Now, here is Harden. Harden outside. Can't get it to go.
You got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
Frazier outside. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Now Drexler. And here is McGrady. Off the pick. Now here's and it's Houston with another. And here's Frazier. Pass to Ewing. Back to Frazier. Puts the lead pass in front of him. That's blocked. Harden outside. Drexler outside. And it's Houston with another. Pass to Ewing. Here's Anthony. Let's go. New York, no good that time either.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Now here's Frazier. Drops in the layup for two.
Boy, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
Now here is McGrady. There's a good screen. Backing down. Pass to Harden. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Now Anthony. Now here's Frazier. Back to Anthony. Anthony right side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Ewing. Soft touch off the glass. Here's Houston now. It's a 14-point game. McGrady with the ball. Cannot hit. Frazier outside. Pass to Anthony. Anthony right side. Misses the chippy right there. Drexler with it. McGrady. Here's McGrady. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Timeout called the Rockets.
Hi, guys. I had a chance to find out what Mike D'Antoni was discussing with his players.
Now Drexler. Now McGrady. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession.
couldn't quite hang on to it. They can't afford too many turnovers.
And here are the Knicks now. Now Frazier. Pass to Ewing. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. And here is McGrady. Harden outside. And here is McGrady. Drexler outside. Now here is Olajuwon. 6 on the shot clock. McGrady. The putback. Throws it down with the quick putback jam.
You can see that they're not as aggressive from the three-point arc. They had far more attempts in the first half.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Drexler outside. Pass to Olajuwon. Stolen by DeBusschere. Here is Frazier. Stolen by Harden. There's the triple. And he gets the bucket.
He can be dangerous from outside. Sure, he didn't get one to go in the first, but we know he can get on the roll and knock him down.
The Knicks with the lead. Outside Anthony. Ewing inside. Hits the jump hook.
That's really the area where they like all of their shots to come from.
Drexler outside. It's stolen by Anthony. Here's the break. Goes up. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
Harden outside. McGrady with the ball. And he gets it to go.
And this is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
Outside Anthony. The kick out to Frazier. Back to Anthony. The rebound by Drexler. Here's Houston now, trailing by 10. And the layup's good off the glass.
Kevin, he's been a bright spot in what's otherwise been a little bit of a struggle for this team.
Here comes Frazier. So it's New York.